At just 0.08132, AFX stands at a pivotal moment in its journey, a moment defined not just by price, but by progress, patience, and a powerful shift toward global recognition through its upcoming centralized exchange listing. In the world of crypto, visibility is everything. It's the difference between being a hidden gem and becoming a household name. And that's precisely why this next move, AFX entering a major CEX, is poised to change everything. We're not just talking about another listing. We're talking about unlocking an entirely new ecosystem of traders, investors, and institutional interests that were never previously exposed to the potential of AFX. This isn't a drill. This is the ignition switch for scale. For those who have been watching the charts, the gradual price action has been building quietly but deliberately. AFX hasn't been chasing hype. It's been building fundamentals. While meme coins skyrocket and collapse, AFX has been laying down infrastructure, forming strategic alliances, and preparing for this critical gateway, the transition from DeFi-only access to mainstream buy-in. Why does a CEX listing matter? Because most casual investors don't interact with decentralized exchanges. They don't use MetaMask, they're not connecting to PancakeSwap, and they're not navigating through complex bridge tools. They want simplicity, a login, a fiat on-ramp. One-click buy, and that's what a centralized exchange offers, a bridge between the new world and the old. And once AFX crosses that bridge, its exposure won't just double, it could multiply by 10, by 50, or even by 100 depending on where it lists. If that CEX is one of the top 10 by volume, everything changes instantly. Liquidity skyrockets, marketing expands, partnership opportunities increase. But perhaps the most important shift is psychological. Crypto traders who previously skipped over AFX because it was too niche or too early will suddenly circle back and reconsider. The same token they ignored at 3 cents or 5 cents will now be on their watch lists at 8 cents, not because the fundamentals changed, but because the access changed. And with access comes speculation. With speculation comes volume. With volume comes volatility. And with volatility comes opportunity. Let's step back for a moment and understand what this price actually means. At 0.08132, AFX is still down significantly from what many believe to be its fair value. Analysts within the community and independent crypto researchers have pegged AFX's true valuation, based on tokenomics, roadmap delivery, and future AI integration, as comfortably within the 25 cents to 45 cents range. That's a 3x to 5x upside based solely on the fundamentals before the CEX listing even arrives. But post-listing, those numbers start to become conservative. Consider the behavior of similar projects that launched on centralized exchanges within a similar market cap tier. Most saw price increases of 2x to 10x within 721 days following the listing. Why? Because volume matters, momentum matters, and narrative matters. And AFX is entering this phase with a powerful story to tell. It's not just a token anymore, it's an ecosystem. A community-led, transparent, forward-thinking platform that merges DeFi, AI, and automation into a single, unified vision. But beyond vision, AFX has delivery. The dev team has been hitting targets including bot rollouts, staking protocols, transparency reports, and community AMAs. These are not vanity metrics. These are credibility builders. And credibility is the first requirement before any serious CEX will even consider onboarding a project. Now the whispers are growing louder, rumors of specific exchanges, leaked hints, odd wallet movements, and integrations being quietly tested on staging platforms. While we can't confirm anything until the official announcement drops, the writing is on the wall. And it's clear. A listing is coming. If you're already in, this might be your final accumulation window. If you're watching from the sidelines, you'll need to act before FOMO replaces logic. Because make no mistake, once the listing happens, the psychological floor will rise. The 8 cents price that feels risky today will feel like a bargain next week. And those who waited for confirmation will enter higher with less upside and more exposure. That's how markets work. The early risk is where the real wealth is made. AFX is showing signs of that breakout moment, and the CEX is the catalyst. But let's talk bigger picture, because this isn't just about a token going up. It's about community adoption. AFX is one of the few projects in this cycle building a true network effect, not just in Telegram or Discord, but across social media, influencer circles, trading bots, and now, the holy grail, exchange pipelines. The future value of AFX doesn't rely on speculation alone. It relies on real infrastructure, staking pools, auto-compounders, AI-driven trading bots, and eventually cross-chain deployment. The CEX listing unlocks capital, but the roadmap unlocks value. That's why analysts are watching AFX so closely now, because it's no longer a question of if it will rise, but how fast and how far. The truth is, we're likely entering a phase where consolidation will be brief and breakouts will be sudden. If volume hits a critical threshold post-CEX, we could see a parabolic move, not unlike what happened with early adopters of coins like INJ, FET, or even CRO. In all those cases, centralized exchange exposure opened the floodgates, and each of those coins went from sub-$0, 10 to dollars within a matter of months. Could AFX follow that same trajectory? The setup is there. The volume base is forming. The sentiment is improving. And most importantly, the project fundamentals are aligned. If you've been wondering when the moment is to go in, not financial advice, but this window may be the last one where sub-$0, 10 entries are even possible. Once the CEX announcement hits Twitter, Reddit, Discord, and YouTube, the price discovery begins. And during price discovery, logic gives way to momentum. Traders don't ask, is it undervalued? They ask, can I still catch the wave? AFX has a wave forming, and the charts are already curling upward. It's not hype. It's not manufactured. It's organic momentum from a project that's ready to step into the next league of visibility. The 0.08132 price tag is temporary. What comes next is market validation, and you'll want to be in your position before that happens.